Every night, just as the moon crested the hills of Amuya, Amina would find herself walking down a narrow path lit by flickering lanterns of silver fireflies. She would pass through a misty archway made of humming vines, and there, beyond it, the market that only opens in dreams awaited. It was no ordinary market. The stalls were carved from starlight and shadows, their roofs woven from whispers and midnight winds. Merchants stood behind their booths, each one stranger than the last. A woman with skin like molten gold selling jars of forgotten laughter. A tall man with eyes like polished obsidian offering maps to places that never existed. A child no taller than Amina's, knees selling bottled moments of pure joy. Amina first arrived there after her grandmother passed. In the waking world, she had cried and cried, unable to sleep. But when sleep finally came, the dream path found her, and the market embraced her gently. You must never buy with coins, the dream custodian had warned her on the first night. Here, we trade in memories, secrets, or the courage you do not yet know you have. Amina wandered the market every night, but she was careful. She never gave away her name. She never spoke to the merchant with mirrors for eyes. And she never, ever approached the stall at the center of the market, the one cloaked in silence and surrounded by weeping willows that whispered, "Not yet, not yet." One night, after a particularly sad day in the real world, her mother had forgotten her birthday. Amina felt the pull toward the center stall. The weeping willows parted for her, as if they had been waiting. Inside stood a vendor cloaked in moonlight, his face hidden beneath a hood. "What do you seek?" he asked in a voice that echoed like distant thunder. "I want to feel loved," she whispered. The figure held out a locket, glowing with warmth. "This holds a memory you never knew. The moment your mother held you for the first time. Trade me one secret you've never told anyone." Amina hesitated, but she offered up the truth she had always kept buried, that sometimes she wished her mother were more like grandma. The locket turned warm in her hand. When she awoke the next morning, her pillow was damp from tears, but clutched in her hand was the very same locket. Inside it, a tiny image of her mother's tear-streaked face, cradling a newborn Amina, whispering, "I will never stop loving you." The market never opened again after that. But sometimes on misty nights, Amina would dream of silver lanterns and far-off laughter, and remember that there was once a place where love, memory, and magic were sold not for gold, but for the truths we carry quietly in our hearts.